Before I start this video, I just want to say that there's going to be no footage of Omori in this video. Mainly because if you're looking for Omori footage, then you're also going to find a lot of spoilers. Because this game, if I'm going to be honest, isn't really that long. And, it has to compact a lot into a few hours. I believe it is 10. So, let's start with the very beginning. Also, this video is going to be heavy on Omori spoilers. If you haven't played the game, I recommend you do that. However, like I said, it is about 10 hours long on playthroughs. And also, I've only done the spoilers for this entire video, like I said. I've only done the route where you let people in. I do not know what route that is called, but yes. So this video is going to be split up into two parts. First up, the story review, and second up, should you play this game? So I guess we should start with the story review. First up, Omori is a game that focuses on mental health. You don't see a lot of those games anymore. However, this game is also made in RPG Maker. So if you don't like the RPG art style or gameplay style, I would not recommend this game. Also, this game has themes of, how do I say this, YouTube friendly, unaliving yourself. This game is very dark. I will say that. So, like I said, this game is going to be heavy spoilers. However, so there's two parts of the story. There's Headspace, and then there's the real world. Basically, Headspace is basically like a dream. Basically, your character goes into a dream, and then he's hanging out with all his friends. So let's go over the cast really quick. So there's Sunny, that's what most of the community calls him, and I'm actually pretty sure that's the official name. In Headspace, his name is Omori, and that actually comes off of the phrase Hiko Mori, because that is a person who stays inside all day, and that will be more important later. And then there's Basil. He's basically like a little soft boy. The entire community loves him. He wears flowers in his hair like my Animal Crossing character, but you don't get to see him throughout most of the game. Then there's Audrey. She's basically just like the female of the group. She has really good strength stats, and she basically has like she has the highest mana of the group. It's called Juice in this game, but I'm just gonna keep on calling it mana throughout this entire, thing. Then you have Kel. He basically likes playing basketball. He has high juice but low strength, I believe. No, it's the opposite way around. He has high strength but low juice. And then there's Hero. He's basically your support class. Think like he's your healer. He can give stat buffs. He's like that kind of person. So basically the majority of the game will take place in Headspace, which you will understand why later. So after you get done with like the first Headspace area, you then come out of it and you get put into the real world, and where you're basically waking up, it's late at night, and you're about to move out of your neighborhood. And at this point, I'd say you're probably around Sunny's probably around the age of 13. I don't know if that's canon or not, but that's what I at least inferred from when I played it. Also, Hero and Mari, who is Sunny's sister. Hero is Kel's older brother. Keep track of that. But, so it's late at night. You go to basically microwave a steak because you're hungry. You grab a steak knife, and then as you go to eat the steak, Sunny throws up, and then basically your sister comes home like really late at night. And something which will be very apparent throughout the entire game is that Sunny is very scared of stairs. You don't know why of this right now, but basically, so you get two options. Once you go over to the door and see that Mari is home, you can either open up the door or close the door. I don't think it really matters what you pick here, but you go back up the stairs, and as you're going back up the stairs, you get into a fight with this demon-looking thing. It's basically black, and you only basically have one option to win this fight. You have to calm down. So after you do, you go back up to your stairs, and you sleep through the morning. then basically, you do another headspace section. The only reason why I'm not like really mentioning this is because these areas aren't really important to the overall lore. Like, if you really want to get into the nitty gritty, they're just really gameplay. They are still funny though. They're very funny. But the next day, you wake up and you're with Kel. He's older now. I think he's in high school or middle school. I think they're around the same age as Sunny. But you go pick out a gift for Hero, and then you find Mari. She's older now. She has dye hair. She has a spiked up baseball bat, and then basically you get into a fight with her. And this is where the first thing happens. Throughout the entire game, what Omori has been using in Dream World as his weapon is a knife. And you can, like, of course, switch out the other weapons for all the other party members, but you can't do it for him. So, basically, as you go to fight her, you stab her with a steak knife. And basically, that happens. And then you go to your friend Basil's house, who he's also older, and Mari has, not Mari, Audrey has stolen Basil's sketchbook. So after you retrieve that, you meet back up with Audrey at a church, and then this is where you get the biggest, like, plot twist of the entire game. Your sister Mari has been dead for 3 years. And that's where I'm going to stop with the overall gameplay spoilers, because this game is very complicated, and there's 2 different endings, which I'm going to go over right now. Basically, near the end of the game, you and Basil get into a fight over trauma, because basically how Mari died was you push her down the stairs, and then you and Basil frame it as a suicide. So basically, at the end of the game, there's 2 different endings. One where you jump off a hospital, and another one where you and Basil end up happy, and, like, all your guilt goes away. Yeah, so, personally, I got the ending where, like, you jump off a hospital, because I'm not perfect. I went into this game completely blind. So, yeah, overall, Omori is a great game. Do I recommend playing it? Like I said, the game's kind of long, clocking in around 10 hours. But also, the game does a lot of mental health. And like I said, it has, topics that I said in the beginning. But the game is very dark. Like I said, it can be funny in some areas, but it's also very, very dark. So that has been my Omori review.